is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The Foundation with Hard Grant is brought to you by Accretio Hair Growth, Alive, Commonwealth Bank, Divinia Grill Foods, J.S. Johnson, Marco's Pizza, Mobile Garage Technologies, and Rev Bahamas.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation. 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 The Foundation. The Foundation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant right here on 96.9 FM radio. So good to be in your company today. It's a beautiful Thursday, and you know if it's Thursday, it is Small Business Thursday. I always like to say on Thursdays, it's peculiar. The reason it is because, we look at the papers, and it's a little bit thick. In my first rhythm of this, why is the paper so thick today? Not realizing that today is the day that you look at the obituary, right? So as you look at that, for me, it's really reflective of understanding the kind of fragile nature that life really is, and always kind of being able to identify the fact that we're here, we're living, and it's important for us to acknowledge the fact that we're in the land of the living and we should be giving praise. But every time I do this, I always remember my very good friends at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium, because this is the inevitability of life. Though the trial and tribulation come, though you pursue the success, all of that, the year that you was born, the dash, and the time that you pass away, all-encompassing dash leads you to the inevitable. And that's the time that you pass away. And if you want to be able to kind of be laid down in style, with that sort of dignity and pride that you carry out through your life, you want to be able to call my good friends over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They can be able to put you down in style with the elegance that your life demands and sort of requires, that you've carried yourself with. Please look them up and really be able to sort them out, and they'll take care of you. I know them. They tell them Howard sent you. Right? Just let them know that. Tell them Howard sent you down at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. Before we go further, I want to be able to read a few things for you. And I want to tell you, thank you, man. I really do. For all those persons who have kind of supported the show and made a commitment to be a part of what we're doing. I want to thank you for that. Accretio Hair Care. This is a live read. Accretio Hair Care. Hair balding, thinning, or breaking, suffering from scalp issues or hair that won't grow, then Accretio Hair Growth, East Shirley Street, has the solution for you. Quality hair products and hair care services for natural and relaxed hair. Yes, we treat men as well. Contact us at 601-5144. That's 601-5144. Or WhatsApp us. WhatsApp us at 802-674-6762. That's 802-6762. Your hair will love you again. This is crazy. I love this. We had a call a few weeks back from Accretio, and she started to tell us about this gentleman. You've got to bring this guy. said he's an older guy and came into the store and and she helped him out. Now he got his afro back. I'm sure that he's wearing his bell-bottom pants and trying to go out. He needs to stop it. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was thinking, right? But he definitely needs to be able to stop it. And we got to check on Accrecio. The numbers, again, if you want to be able to be a part of this kind of a revolution, if you're looking at your hair, and we talked about alopecia, we talked about all these conditions, whether or not they take care of that. Accrecio Hair Care, it says to me that they do. We want to be able to get them here. We're looking for them to be able to do that. And we want to know more about this because these are one of the things that we can be able to hold on to, this kind of a pride of who we are as a people. We want to be able to show you that with style and pizzazz. So you want to check out Accrecio for your hair balding, your thinning, or your breaking. Make sure you check them out. Contact them again at 601-5144 or WhatsApp them at 802-6762. 802-6762. It's wonderful to be able to have them aboard. If you guys are out there and you're thinking about it and oh man, I really wish I could be able to, listen, man, this is truly affordable. I might as well tell you the truth. If you see the value that, the numerical or the value associated with how much it costs to sit in this space and what we're giving you here at the foundation, wow, you know that you're going to be able to make some things happen and really be able to go far with that. So we want to encourage you to give us a call at 302-2300, 302-2300, or give me a call at 827-0111 if you want to be a part of that and kind of get some things done. Before we go further, I want to be able to thank my very good friend who has committed to being able to do some stuff with us long term, and I really am very appreciative for that. And that's my very good friend Byron McCartney, and he's done something with us from Mobile Garage. Manage your fleet vehicles online with 100% Bahamian-owned fleet management software backed by Bridgestone Americas. Track fuel, location, fleet expenses, and so much more. All online. Schedule your free demo right now. Call 422-4575. That's 422-4575 or Mobile Garage Fleets today. Make sure you check those guys out also at Mobile Garage. And my good friends down there on Prince Charles, Devanias. Devanias is always doing wonderful stuff. Greg, give me a call and let me know if you guys have any specials going on today. You know that they have all the govas and all the jams and the jerks and so forth and so on that they have down there. Last week we talked about it ad nauseum, about the fact that you can be able to get something authentically Bahamian. We know that last week we celebrated 242 Day. And they had something wonderful going down there at Devanias. But let me know if you have anything. Text me, my brother. Let me know if you have anything going on today so I can have the persons go out there and really be able to talk about that. Well, guys, as much as we want to be able to talk about the Prime Minister says that the wrong deficit was provided and falsely suggests that the Guardian made up the info. Today is Small Business Thursday. And we're always grateful for persons who commit themselves to kind of coming in and talking about their product, excited to talk about their product. I don't know, sometimes, business beats you down to a position where, you just want to do it to survive to tomorrow. But when you get that second win, that kind of an idea that there's a possibility to be able to move forward, I'm always happy to see that jubilance on person's face. If you're one of those persons and you want to be able to, smile again, and really be excited about going into your business, please give me a call. 827-0111, 827-0111. I got a call last week from B5 Stars Cleaning Services, right? And he made a commitment. He said, Howard, we can do some stuff with you. We gave him an opportunity to be able to talk about these stuff. And today, B5 Star Services with Mr. Antonio Bullard is in the house with us. Mr. Bullard, it's so wonderful to be able to have you sitting with us today on Small Business Thursday to talk about B5 Stars. Good afternoon. Say good afternoon to the people out there.
Good afternoon, Bahamas, and thank you for having me, man. I would appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming, man. The first thing he did when he walked in the room, these carpets need to clean. See, you need to stop. We got to let the white know, right? Right. So he's in here and he's ready to make an assessment of the place of what could happen. And so I'm so happy to be able to have you in here. My brother, tell me about B5 Star Cleaning Services.
Well, I was always in the cleaning business. I started in the U.S. cleaning carpets and all that sort of stuff. Came back home and did some other things. And then I went to work for Zepp Cleaning Company. It was a cleaning company, one of the biggest. Next to Frank Garner was one of the biggest cleaning companies.
Really?
Yeah, but they went out of business. And then I formed my own company, did some, and then I went.
Give me some years. When was this?
This was like
I feel like a 19 coming in the front of it. Let's go.
This was like about 30 years ago.
30 years ago?
Yeah.
You've been in the cleaning business for 30 years?
Over 30 years.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Off and on.
Talk to me about that. Talk to me about what really inspired you to start this business. I hear you say that you went with Zepp Cleaning and you did this in the States, but what made you think that you not only can do your own business, but this is the avenue that you should take?
Well, I'm a very clean person. My workers, I have another company, we can come and advertise that a bit, you too. And my employees always teasing me because I'm always cleaning my car. My office is very clean, and then I can't stand dirt. And you know, it's very dusty now, and cars passing, and I hate when people, when I just clean my car, and the guy rides on the side of the road, kick up the side, and stop and turn and go the other direction. But I'm a very clean person, and you see, when I walk in a business, any home or anything, I notice things. That's how I am.
And so you've been doing this for 30 years. You know, it's peculiar that you chose this profession. I believe that you would always be in business because in all the persons like me, like let's say me, right? There's seasonal things that we do. But there's always a necessity, a need, a desire to be able to clean up, even from a spiritual perspective. But if you feel down and you start to do a little bit of cleaning, when you're mad, you start to do a little bit of cleaning and you watch your environment shift. So I know that this is something that you would always be in business with. And you say you do carpet and area rugs, tile and grout, you do upholstery, you do driveways and patios for a lot of persons who got that kind of muck on their driveway. So you pressure clean that and do the whole thing?
Yeah, I just did my driveway, which was a mess because
you sound like you was working for yourself. All day you washing your car, you cleaning the...
Well, I just had a big job. I would say the individual was selling their home, so they called me and we cleaned the windows. We did everything. We cleaned the carpets, man.
Really?
And the lady went away, and when she came back, she said
she passed her house 2 times.
She said,
I don't live here.
I can see outside my kitchen window. I can see outside my bedroom window. And you had the guy came in and put in new carpets in.
Really?
Yes. I do an awesome job, man.
Is there a package price for this? Because you get me way excited.
Well, it all depends on, we come and we do a free estimate.
Yeah.
And we walk around, we look at the carpets, we look at the tiles, we look at the windows. Whatever you want us to do, we come and we give you a price.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell me about this, because a lot of persons who, there was one time in the country, especially in the Family Islands out in Grand Bahama, we'd see a lot of persons moving around Christmas time towards cleaning, right?
Yeah.
So Christmas time, you paint up your house, you clean up your house, you do this, you do that, do the other thing. Is there a seasonal price that you offer, discount prices at this time or, depending on what it is, do you do something like that?
Yeah. Well, what we do, we put a package together during coming towards the Christmas, and then on my birthday, we put something together.
On your birthday?
Yeah. My birthday got to be... yeah, got it.
Sir, I got a whole birthday myself. You
well, do what you do on your birthday. You can say...
You ain't going to give me nothing for my birthday?
No, you can...
I call you every day. Sir, it's my birthday. How was your birthday? Was last week.
Yeah.
Well, God is good, right?
Yeah.
But so talk to me about that. What kind of package you could put together?
Well, we could put a package where we come in, like I said, and it all depends. I don't want to put a package out there and then when I get to your house, this is mansion, and then you tell me, well, you mentioned that, or you put in your flyer, it's $500 to do all of this and that. So
I got 38 room.
you see, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
What we do is I work with people. To be honest with you, I really and truly work with my clients.
How's business been over the past 30 years? You say you've been off and
Awesome,
on.
man.
It's been good? There's a sense of consistency? Do you have clients that always rely upon you, that look for you? They say, look at Bullet, come down here and knock the thing out. You know what you're supposed to do.
I have a client right now, every couple of months, his Airbnbs, I go and I clean them up.
You serious?
Yeah, condos,
like
I clean.
Deep clean?
Yes, I do. And he wouldn't, if I'm off the island, he's not going to get nobody else. When you coming back, I don't want nobody else in my place. So I trust you.
Residential,
commercial, whatever.
the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Marine?
Everything.
You could do little boats?
Boats, everything. We
You
do everything.
serious?
Yeah. I love Freeport. Like I told you, I was going to Freeport for 2 years. I just finished a contract.
Did people
last
call
year.
you from Nassau to come to Freeport
Well,
to clean?
the company here.
You need
sent
to
me
stop
there.
now. What kind of cleaning this is?
We do everything, man.
You did have any? Have you ever done any crime scene cleaning? Now, this is a question for
No,
me.
we can't do crime scene cleaning. But see, the government deals with that, and they have their people who does it. But we have the
Okay.
chemicals and all that sort of stuff.
You have
to do.
everything, all the solutions and everything like that.
Yeah, we got
Listen,
PPs
amazing.
and everything.
You serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, this is I have to ask these kind of questions because as you're talking about these things, I recognize that there are some things out there that people want to get done, but they never really trying to tackle it because they say, Jesus, I don't. Listen, there are some women out there right now with 2 kids in a nice little Japanese car that's driving up and down, and every single day they open up their car door, they look at the seat and say, I gotta get this car clean. I gotta get this deep clean. But it may not necessarily be affordable to them. They got the children, they got this, they got that. Is there something that you offer, like a package price for that, and to put something together for that?
Seeing that you're mentioning this, I'm going to do this for you.
He's a
all
good,
right?
decent man. Put the foundation slackness, right?
For that, and we clean the car also. We clean your car also. Our going price is $120. Like you said, small car, $75. Cleaning seats, the roof and everything. Because when I call your show and mention what I do, my phone was going off the hook. I got a young lady say her car was stolen, and she's gonna get it insured and everything, get a license and all that stuff. So as soon as she gets herself clear, she's gonna give me a call back to deal with her car. Because people when they steal your car, they just mess it up.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope to God I don't never have to know this.
Yeah.
Right? People would say, listen, the numbers that you can call for Mr. Bullet, 462-7499. 462-7499. I'm getting a couple texts right here and say, Howard, I tuned in late. Can you please give me the number? I need this right now. Hi, Howard. Can you repeat the name of the company and the contacts, please? Listen, that's 68 texts. She paid for them, so I got to be able to tell you that. That's B5 Star Cleaning Services. B5 Star Cleaning Services. The number is 462-7499. 462-7499. Residential and commercial professional cleaners. Carpet and area rugs, tile and grout, upholstery, driveways and patios, roof cleaning.
We'll talk about that when you finish.
Roof cleaning.
Yeah.
My God, let's talk about this. Windows, car exterior and interior, water extractions. What you mean water extract from where?
If you got a flood, like if you left the kids,
Really?
leave the
This for Pinewood. Listen, if you're in Pinewood and you got water in your house, make sure, just the phone going off right now, 462-7499. And make sure you be able to get those. Let them know this, the founder. Come, I'm calling for the foundation slack price, please. Let Mr. Bullet know, because this is what we need, right? You're out there, get these things done. He does sanitizing also. Tell me about the roofs.
Now, a lot of people don't know this in the Bahamas, really, in the country, that you should have your roof cleaned at least every 5 years.
This is shingles or this the
Shingles or
metal?
Metal need. If you ride around, see, this is what I do. When I ride around, and I see things. You could get your metal roofs clean. You could get your shingle roofs clean. When you first move into that house, if you build your house, you put your white shingles on, your gray shingles on. And within 2 to 3 years, they're black. We could get rid of that for you and extend. Now, every shingle has a 20-year lifespan.
Mr. Bullet, hold on. Let me talk to these people right there. Who calling your phone?
Tell them-
Please text Mr. Bullet right now. He on the radio. We can hear your phone going off on the radio. 462-7499. 462-7499. Text Mr. Bullet. What's up on this, right?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Mr. Bullet? Leave a voice note.
Yeah.
Tell Mr. Bullet what you want. He'll get right back to you after the show. We can talk about these things. Now, I'm interested in this because I see some shingles out there, right? The sand green shingles. And I never knew, watch me, I never knew that the thing could be cleaned.
That's a fungi, and it's eating your shingles. Your shingle has
I see people paint over it.
No,
but I
don't do
never
that.
see them
Yeah,
clean
but
it
Don't do that. What you're doing is you're encasing the fungi
inside.
and the fungi will either eat through the white layer that you put on it, or will go deeper into your roof. And then when you go up in your ceiling, you're wondering, why is my roof rotting? And that's because the fungi is eating at your roof. We could come in and deal with it. You don't need to get no shingle replacement. Now, in some cases, you may need it because you haven't done it. You have never done it before. So anytime over 20 years or more, you basically need to change your shingle.
Every 20 years.
Yeah, the lifespan.
So
you can go
what
down,
about the
but
cleaning? Let's say
we don't pressure wash.
you can't pressure wash the shingles.
But some people do. I'm
Well,
telling
that's
you.
crazy.
Okay, I'm telling you.
You can get a leak on tonight. Right?
So
So you have a chemical that
Yes,
a special chemical
yes.
that you can use for that.
And within
Right?
a few hours,
So what
a few
if I
days,
have gutters?
we clean gutters also.
You clean gutters.
Yeah.
The fascia board,
Fa-
the surface.
the chemical that we use, or solution, let me say chemical, the solution that we use, while it's cleaning your roof, it's cleaning your boxing, and it's cleaning your gutters,
The whole thing.
the whole thing.
There are some people I see that live close to the roads, and given the traffic that we have here in Nassau, they'll paint their house today, and in 6 weeks it's still black, sudden, because of the exhaust that's on their homes and the exhaust from the traffic because they live close to the roads. Is there a solution that you can be able to use, clean, and then probably put a layer or something like that?
One of the things that you don't do, and I found this out later when I built my house, don't use flat paint on the exterior of your house.
High gloss.
High gloss. When you use high gloss, you could just
Wipe it off.
Wipe it off. And we could come there and do it for you.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. I learned that, and I learned a 2-story house. And I painted my house myself.
You know also what you should use your high gloss in? Your little children room.
Yes.
Because they nasty.
Yeah.
Mr. Bullet, I need you to take my children. Because I don't understand
You know
how
everything.
oil get all over this room. Huh? They paint it, They helped me paint the thing.
Yeah.
And dirty it right back up.
I know.
All right? So talk to me about that. If I want you to be able to come in and clean not just the carpets or the walls or whatnot, can you do all this and give me like a package deal?
We do everything out. I'm telling you. I tell you, if
Mr. Bullet, you can need at least with 6 cars because today your business can go through the roof. Your phone ain't start vibrating, you can fall off the table because people want their environment to be clean. Let me tell you this short story. I went to Apemark High School. And in Apemark High School, school closed in June for summer. So you got July, you got August, and I always used to go either to cadets or, find a little summer job. But I was so excited that you make my own money. I could buy my own shoes, buy my own pants, buy this, buy boom, boom, boom. And trying to set myself up clean and prepare myself for the next school year. It was always depressing to me when I went back to school, the grass ain't cut.
oh, Jesus.
Watch me. The grass ain't cut. The government contract didn't come true. They ain't paint. They paint while we in school. I scared they can get paint on my pants, so forth and so on. I say that to say, a clean environment changes your perspective. A clean environment out here really changes your perspective and your outlook in life. It makes you want to kind of get up and do something because that's what it is. When I took my day off of working at the hotel, anytime on my day off, I clean the house, I clean the car, I get my hair cut, I clean, baby, I'm ready to go. I may probably watch a movie tonight. But that kind of a clean environment shifted the perspective, the mindset, and alleviated a lot of things. Is that what you're introducing? That could only be this kind of a reform that you're introducing to people here with B5 Star.
Let me tell you something, Albert. My kids went to school here, and whatever school they went to, I normally was on the school board or the PDA president. 99.9% of the time, I was the PDA president. And I agree with you. During my tenure at a particular school, I would be there first thing in the morning, first day of school, my kids are already there, and I watch kids come in. And like you say, clean. And I'd see kids, and I'm not knocking on anybody or anything like this, Albert, but I would see kids coming to school with dirty uniform. The first day of school, the very first day of school, dirty shirts. They look gray rather than white. Their pants look black rather than blue. So what I decided to do is I said, my kids change their uniform every year. So what I went and I presented to the parents, I said, those of you who change your kids' uniform like I do, 5 shirts, 3 pants. And my kids wearing them for the week. So those 3 pants getting wear for the week. So what we did was we take those and we give them to the school and we ask the parents to come in. I believe if you look clean, you go in a clean environment.
Mindset.
We planted flowers and everything in front of the school. And I agree with that.
You have to do that.
Yeah, I believe when you walk into a classroom, the classroom should be clean. And I like how the teachers them has decorated the classrooms with their own money. I love that. And we did a whole lot of stuff for the teachers also, me being the PDA president, the teachers day we cook and I believe in clean environment.
Yeah, I like that because the truth is that, and it doesn't just go for kids, it's a mindset, a mentality.
Office too.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
You can imagine after a hard day's work, anytime I go to the United States of America with my family, I always clean the house, deep clean. Watch
Yeah.
me. Every time. Let me tell you, every single time, my wife could tell you.
and
She's
my
like,
wife
what
would
are
love
you
to
doing, right? What are you doing? Listen, grout the whole thing. I deep clean the house. I will make sure it smells good. I'm the last person to walk out before we go to the States. We get in the States for a week or maybe 2 weeks,
Yeah.
right? I'm the last person to walk out, clean the whole thing. You know why? Because every day I walk in my hotel room and clean it. And now to walk back into my house and meet it in disarray is a depressing thing. So I clean up my place before I leave. A clean environment could change your spirit.
Yes, it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give Mr. Bullet a call and change your spirit. Maybe your attitude
Amen.
dirty. Talk to me. Maybe your attitude stinks because your environment dictates that. Not in a bad way. We're going to talk about this today. 462-7499. 462-7499. There may be a stint somewhere in your house. You don't know what it is. Under the couch. Let's clean this thing. Talk to me, Mr. Bullet.
Okay. Another case I had where if you're selling your home, right, and you're cooking in it and all that sort of stuff, to be honest with you, I would, walking into your house, you would not smell that.
You know, it's accustomed to this.
Yes.
Yeah, you home.
When I walk inside the house, I say, wow, I see.
Why you smell like corned beef and thyme?
Yeah. So you get that clean. we sanitize and disinfect and everything. So when you come back, like you said, when you come back,
Fresh.
fresh. You know?
You can't believe this.
Our area rugs, we come and pick up your area rugs because, let me tell you something, I have a technique. Your area rugs, when we pick it up, never touches the ground. We don't clean your area rugs on the ground. We elevate it, we clean it.
Really?
If you got pets, your area rug needs to be clean. I'm not lying to you, your area rug needs to be clean.
You got pet down there, all kind of things.
Yeah, and urine, you should have your clean every 4 months. If you're pets, I don't care who it is. If you're pets, your carpet needs to be clean every 4 months. If you don't have a pet and you have heavy traffic in your house, your carpet needs to be clean every
Let's
6
go
months.
for children too, sir.
Yeah, 6
if
months.
you got children,
Yeah.
you should clean every weekend.
No, you clean every
These
weekend.
children wouldn't stop.
Yeah, but if you have tile and grout, you need to have that
You
clean.
know what? And to be honest with you, for the single mothers out there, for parents out there with young babies and whatnot, whether you're in your own home, whether you're renting, wherever you are in this particular space, and your baby is crawling, because my baby's starting to crawl, right? I look at the grout, I say, oh Lord, I got to clean
crawl,
it.
creeping.
Creeping, right? Oh, Jesus, don't let her crawl. Don't let my wife hear me say they're crawling. Crawling, my baby's a snake. Right?
Yeah.
So if your baby start creeping and doing whatnot, I look at the tiles and I say, oh Lord, I got to clean the grout. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get these things clean. Give Mr. Bullet a call if you're in that kind of position and your baby's starting to creep and you want to be able to get your place cleaned up and whatnot. 462-7499. What's the kind of turnaround time after you pick up the area rugs and clean up and whatnot? What's the turnaround time?
We do 7 days.
7 days?
Yeah, because another incident I had with a carpet, an area rug, we had to deep clean that 4 times.
Really?
Yeah, because the pet, I have pictures of it.
Oh, so
yeah.
this is where the pet just go?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
we need to take
of
this pet
course.
someplace else.
No, I'm telling you, that's what they do. Cats, if you have cats, if you have...
And listen, cats is the worst. They got that high scent, right? It almost smelled like ammonia, right? We used to
Yes.
have, we had cats before. And so this is a scent you could get rid of all of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Mr. Bullet, really, really good. Now listen to me.
No, I ain't good. I'm great.
You great. Okay,
Yeah,
Tony the Tiger. Right? Watch me now. Watch me. In the spirit of being able to carry this, I want you to give me a good deep clean for my truck.
No
Right?
problem.
Right? We can set it up which day, and I can tell everybody. I might not have to, I don't want to drive it. When it's clean, too clean. I don't even
I'm
want to
gonna
turn
do-
inside.
okay, what I'll do, when you call me, I'll let you know where I'm at. You bring your truck to me.
I want my wife car clean too.
I will drop you back to work, clean your truck, and call you when it's ready and come and pick you up.
I like
and I
this.
guarantee you.
I like this.
I guarantee you.
People listening to you,
your
they wanna do that
car
too.
Will be dry.
Oh my God.
If you're having a party, let me tell you how serious I am. There's 2 things I'm serious about. If you're not satisfied, you don't pay.
Somebody says, so how big Mr. Bullet team is Jesus? Because all us want this. Let me take a telephone call,
All right,
Mr.
buddy.
Bullet. Somebody calling in will find out some stuff. Call on the line. Go ahead. Ask Mr. Bullet some questions. Go ahead, caller. Oh, they must be answering the question. Go ahead. If you want to ask Mr. Bullet one or two questions, you know what to do. Give me a call here, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, or hit me up on the text, 422-4796. So if I'm not satisfied,
You don't pay.
you sure?
I'm positive.
You know, I can play unsatisfied. But
really
if I
is.
smile, how you gonna know? How you gonna know if I'm satisfied?
Because I know what I am capable of. That's why I could put that out there.
Suppose they send their wife in the car, the one who always miserable. Her
Well,
face then come back.
I don't care. Okay.
You can still see satisfaction on her.
She would be
You can
faking.
take a lie detector test,
Yes.
miss.
Because guess what I'll do? I'll take pictures before and take pictures after, and I'll bring them. I say, Howard, this lady told me she's not satisfied. But look at this. This is our
My
car.
God, I see my wife smile in 28 years, sir. Let's take a telephone call. Caller on the line with us live. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. I hope the lines are good today.
Let me tell you one more thing. If you're having a party tonight, Howard, if you're having a party tonight and you want your carpet clean, call us and I guarantee you'll be able to have your party.
This is a text I just got. Great show, Howard. Please ask Mr. Bullet, how much is the general cleaning for a newly built house? I have porcelain tiles, and I found out my mopping porcelain is different than ceramic.
Now, what did what they say? The new house?
Yeah, it's a brand new house.
They moving to it already?
I don't know. They
Well,
tell me all the
yeah, but he
business.
needs to let me know that.
Text Mr. Bullet, please,
Yeah.
so he can come and check out your place, so he can be able to give you a proper
charge-
assessment. 462-7499. Go ahead.
Yeah, we bring in a crew with 3. We clean from ceiling to floor, front door, back door,
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Windows,
So all the little dust and
windows, sales, everything. We vacuum that. We clean the cabinets. We clean the kitchen cabinets. We clean the bathroom cabinets. We clean the shower. We clean the tub. We clean everything.
If you're out here lazy and you don't clean on Saturdays and you want to be able to get these particular things done, maybe you take a Saturday for yourself. You go down to the spa or something, relax, and call B5 Star. Let them deep clean your place from head to toe and walk back into an environment and change your attitude come Monday. Amen. Because we're looking for that.
Yeah,
we're looking for that.
I was supposed to I had a client today, and she's very understanding, and I'm giving her an awesome deal. I can't tell you what that deal is, and because she's so, she's so nice, and she said, "Okay, Mr. Bull, I listened to Howard's show, and I'm going to listen today." And I told her I had to be here, so we scheduled it for Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. So I'm going to be at our residence at 8
Call
o'clock.
this gentleman. He said that he wants to move. He's going to be moving in this house this weekend. Please call Mr. Bullet, 462-7499, 462-7499. So they ask, how big is Mr. Bullet team? It says, how big is a team? I have a few Airbnbs and some bookings in a few weeks. Does he have the capacity on his team for this type of frequency?
Yeah. But I've been doing this for over 30 years.
You say a few Airbnbs.
If he wants me...
I don't know how much is a few.
I'll tell you what. And I'm just
This
being
might be
facetious.
28.
Yeah, I'm being facetious with this. If he wants to sign me the contract, that's it.
Come on, man. Let's talk about the thing.
Okay. I'm serious. I could come and... I've been going to Freeport, like I tell you, 1 week in Freeport, 1 week in Nassau. 1 week in Freeport, 1 week in Nassau. That's how... The persons who hired me to do this contract in Freeport, they don't use nobody else. I'm telling you.
Only you.
Only me. Only me.
Oh my God, your house is so clean. Yeah, Nassau guys come in and do this for me. Sir, you're doing way too much.
The lady went away, came back, and the lady said, you had the guy came in and put in new carpets.
My God.
And if I show you pictures
Before and after.
when she walked in there, she was hysteric. In a nice way.
She had pets.
Yeah.
She had a little pug or something.
Little buggy way.
Wow. All right. So it says that this is the next text that comes. She says, tell him the house looks like a house in the magazine. He don't want to see it. You don't want to see it and tell me $100,000 to clean, right? Hold on.
I get like, I watch out. You get contagious.
You tell the man your house look like the house in the magazine, so you want him to give you a price in advance. You stop with the indecency. Let Mr. Bullet
I
come
had a
to your house.
lady did that. I had a lady that and she was right though. But I told her, I said, Miss, I cannot go by what you're saying. I need to see. No, Mr. Bullet, my sofa and the love seat, They're very clean. I just moved into my new condo, and I just want them to clean. I just don't want, moving everything new, and I don't want to change the upholstery. I love my upholstery. I love it. And when I finish, she touch it. She says, dry. I said, ma'am, I told you.
So hold on. If you come deep clean my couch,
Yeah.
would we lay on every day?
I guarantee within an hour, you'll be able to lay back on it.
In an hour?
Within an hour.
No, man, Mr. Bullet, you need to stop. Mr. Bullet, that's a lot.
I'm telling you, if you're having a party tonight, and you call me now
Mr.
and
Bullet,
said,
how big is your team for real? I mean, these people are correct when they're asking because people want things clean today.
yeah, but
And we as Bahamian love to wait for last minute.
I have people on, okay, let me give you a prime example. I was one of the contractors cleaning Bama, okay? We had 70 some odd rooms on the floor. I cleaned that place in 1 week.
In 1 week.
1 week. Suites, rooms, everything. One floor, 1 week. We had to get it done.
From here to God, I must tell you the truth. I'm going to be calling you. I want you to clean my car. I want you to clean my place. I want you to clean my truck. Everything. Because the type of enthusiasm you have and the years of expertise tells me that I should expect excellence.
Excellent. I've never had a client tell me they're not satisfied. Never, ever, ever, ever. That's why I could put this out there telling you, if you're not satisfied, completely 100%.
How long you been married?
I've been married going on for.
Your wife ever tell you that?
My wife never tell me that. Never, buddy. She can call right now. She tell you no. I've never tell him that.
Well, then I ain't messing with you.
I know.
I ain't messing with
I'm
you,
a
brother.
I'm a perfectionist. I am. I believe in doing things right, and I believe in doing it one time, and that's it.
Watch this. Let me read this text. Good afternoon, Howard, and to your guests. I called several times, but the phone rings,
Then I'm not
and
gonna
then it
answer
cuts
that.
off. Because he's on the radio with me. You need to stop it. 462-7499. You can be able to get Mr. Bullet. Just leave the information there. If you call him with the WhatsApp,
what's
he can
up?
be able to get you back, all right? He says, I have an Oriental rug, area rug that needs cleaning. I would like to know if he can clean it. And I also have cats. Thanks. An Oriental rug and cats.
Now, we could clean the rug. The biggest problem I have with area rugs is price. See, I can tell you, your area rug doesn't touch. If you go on Facebook right now,
I watch how they clean it.
okay, I don't do that.
Put it on the floor, put all the
No,
thing on it.
I don't do
Scrub
that.
it, turn it upside down, scrub
I
it.
turn it upside down. What we do is we deep clean we vacuum it. We have an agitator that agitates your rug and shakes it.
Do you put it in the plastic like how I see them doing in some areas? They got this little tube where they put it in and agitates it.
Yeah. No, we lay it out and we agitate it. We had an agitator.
Really?
We have an agitator. It's like a lawnmower, and we agitate it.
And so it vibrates the whole, all the dirt and everything
and
out.
it knocks everything down. So what
Really?
happens is, okay, I see people, they take the rug and they put it on the carport and they're cleaning it.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
Because what happens is when you're cleaning it, see, we soak your rug. We soak it. Put the solution on it.
So we can lay
Clean it.
down on the rug and roll over when we get it back from you.
So what happens if you don't do the way my technique is, you're going to have the dirt come right back into the rug.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, so we elevate your rug. Your rug, like I say, your rug never, ever touches the ground. So when we finish agitating your rug and we roll it up, you see dirt at the bottom of your rug. We blow that away, we roll it back out, and then we soak it, put our solution on it, clean it, and then we sanitize your rug also. I guarantee you, if the lady you called or the gentleman who WhatsApp you this now, if they smell that rug now, they'll have to go to the doctor and get nasal.
For that pet down and stuff like that.
So what happens is when we finish with your rug, you could go down there and smell it and roll over in it. You could take the rug and just roll like a
But the
blanket.
cat's outside.
I ain't no putting no cats outside. You know when they put their beds on, they put me and you outside before they put their bed outside.
Please give Mr. Bullet a call, 462-7499. He can take care of your Oriental rugs. He can take care of those things. I'm one of those persons who actually takes the rug outside and kind of clean it off.
You're not
And
doing
then
a good
it's-
job.
I know.
You're not
I
doing
ain't
your
doing
right
it. The only thing
justice.
I doing is cleaning the surface.
Yeah.
If I see it get too bad, I got one of these little rugs in my area like this. I roll it up and say, okay, baby, let's go buy the next
Next
one.
one.
Let's go buy the next one. Because as much as I love it, I feel like it's kind of a burden. It's burdensome to kind of clean it because the only thing that I've known over the years is putting it outside, scrubbing it, but I still don't get what I'm looking for, that kind of rich and that soft, supple feel after you touch it out there. Are you saying to me that you can be able to revive that and bring all that back?
We could revive basically any rug. I'm telling you this. If we can clean it, like I said, you don't pay, get rid of it. That means it can be clean.
My God.
It can't be clean. I wish I had. My son have the pictures there. I should. But next time I come Harvard, I'm going to come back next month. I'm going to try to make this a monthly thing with
Oh,
you.
Mr. Bullet, I love that.
Yeah, man.
Come with me. Now, it says, Bullet is a good guy, but a bad judge of football teams, Dallas Cowboys, right? I don't know, this must be your boy called.
That's one of my boys.
This is one of your boys.
I don't. You talking business? See how they go?
I didn't get this. I didn't get to bring the Dallas Cowboys in the thing, right?
Because they know it's a diehard. They know
He's
my
a diehard.
Everybody know me. Who knows
You
me?
should call him and see if you could
my
clean up the
van.
locker room.
Yeah, my van. I had a van with the big star on it.
Yeah?
Yeah. My wife tell me 2 things you're not gonna do. All of my cars are gray. My wife's car is gray. My wife said, you're not painting my house silver and white and blue. You're not painting.
She ain't into that.
She ain't into that.
She ain't into
She
that.
we watch a football game together. My son plays football. We go watch him play and all this other stuff.
Now the thing coming together. I'm looking at B5 star, looking at the star. I said, this look familiar. This the Dallas Cowboys. You need to stop it.
Yes,
You need to stop it.
What color the fly is?
Listen, blue.
And what?
Blue and white.
And what?
Oh my God, you got everything.
The stars are gray.
You got everything in there?
Yeah, I'm a diehard man.
Listen, call Mr. Bullet 462-7499 and revive your stuff. Be able to bring those things back. It's been too long now. You're walking in your house. There's a particular scent. You don't understand exactly what it is. The fact is, you could have been cleaning up and down, but sometimes these scents even live in the walls.
Yes.
Please call Mr. Bullet.
And the carpet, they live in
the carpet.
And the curtains.
They live
in the
there,
blinds.
right? 462-7499, 462. You didn't fry fish in your place.
Oh, Jesus.
My God, you didn't. And listen, my wife like lobster sometimes, right? She's boiled lobster and crab, and she'd tell me, baby, you want to go out today? Before, I didn't even know the woman, because I don't eat this thing, right?
You don't eat lobster and crab?
No, man, I can't eat
Oh,
that.
you
It make me
allergic?
feel nauseous. No,
Okay.
I ain't allergic. It just make me feel nauseous.
Okay.
So she'll, so what you doing today? The first time ever a woman sent me out, right? She said, what you doing today? You going to get a haircut? Why don't you stay at the barber shop? You going to go after that? I come back, I smell my place, smell like lobster and crab and the whole thing. My grandfather used to boil chitlins. You know that scent? Jesus God. If this is what you do in your house, if these are some of the things that you enjoy, some of these authentic meals and whatnot, the scent sometimes permeate. I have an upstairs, downstairs. Those scent get upstairs in your
Oh,
clothes
yeah,
and
yeah,
all.
yeah.
They go up.
Yeah, they go up.
They go up. Please call Mr. Bullet so he can be able to take care of you. 462-7499, 462-7499. And if you want to be a part of Small Business Thursday to talk about your business, please give me a call, 827-0111, 827-0111. Call Howard. Mr. Bullet can tell you this was affordable. And for the amount of times his telephone rang, Mr. Bullet can make your money back today. Today.
You ain't lying.
Today.
You ain't lying.
You called me last week. I sure you get a couple business.
I tell you, the lady be made an appointment for the day.
Okay, then
but
talk
I
to
told her,
me.
I said, I got to go on Harvard's show. She said, yes. When I called, I was on the road when I called you.
Yeah.
And my phone was going off as soon as I hang it up because you were just coming off the show.
Yeah.
And I got that plug in right there.
I see.
And my phone was ringing up.
Mark Zuckerberg can't do this for you. Facebook ain't gonna do this for you. Call Howard Grant, 827-0111. Get your business out there and really tell people about the product that you offer and what you can do, that life-changing product and what it is. I can help you to be able to put it out there and make some things happen. Mr. Bullet, I thank you so very kindly. B5 Star Cleaning Services, 462-7499. Free estimates. Free estimates. If you want your carpet and area rugs, your tile and grout, upholstery, driveways and patios, roof, window, car exterior, interior, water extraction for all your pine wood, and sanitizing. Any of these things we can do, and we do professionally. 30 years in the business, 462-7499. Mr. Bullet, my brother, thank you.
Thank you too, man. It was a pleasure, man.
He was a good, decent man.
Thank you, buddy.
I didn't forget. I calling you.
Yeah.
And I won that slack price. Amen.
Yeah, man. What do you want to get in that?
What do you want to get though? Right? Listen. Praise God. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take this quick commercial break and be right back after this. The Foundation on 96.9 FM radio. We'll be back.
The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. Foundation. Foundation.
Whether your business is in-store, on the go, or both, let Fidelity work with you to maximize your customers' payment options with a fixed or mobile terminal so that you never miss a sale. It's safer than cash and more convenient so that you can take your business anywhere. For details, contact a business development officer today at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport, or visit our website at fidelitygroup.com.
At Marco's Pizza, we never skip on quality or ingredients. Save some cash and satisfy your cravings with our new carry-out medium 2-topping pizza for only $12.50. That's right, order 2 of your favorite toppings like sausage and green peppers on 1 medium pizza for only $12.50. VAT inclusive on our app or online. Made daily with fresh dough, our signature sauce, and fresh cheese. Only at Marco's Pizza. Restrictions apply.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
The Foundation. The Foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Howard Grant right here on 96.9 FM radio, the Foundation on the Small Business Thursday, really being able to chop it down. And before we kind of dive into this second segment, I want to let you know, I want you to be a part of this, man. Please be a part of this. 827-0111, 827-0111. Send me a don't call me to see. I'm not going to answer the phone right now. I'm on the radio, right? But please be a part of it. Give me a call, give me a text, send me a WhatsApp, maybe a voice note, whatever you can do. And, I'm not going to call you right after the show. I got to go pick up my kids and do some other stuff. But please know that I will get back to you and really be able to talk to you about what it is that you see, the vision that you have for your business. Because truly, it's not just about the business that you have. It's about the inception. Where did this start off? The kind of an idea for getting into the business, the expertise associated with it, the years of kind of commitment that you had in this. Just now we had Mr. Bullitt. He's been doing this thing for 30 years. 30 years. You know what I mean? I mean, you may be a novice at this thing. You may be good at some stuff. But when you start to talk about your expertise, or when you start to tell me about, the ideas of where this started, from whence you came, in terms of your commitment, I think this is the kind of things that lives in people's hearts. So give me a call, 827-0111, and talk about your business. Just give me just give me a test. Try it out. If it don't work for you, then no harm, no foul, right? Some persons, I've been able to kind of bring them on. And, at the last 15-minute segment, I give you an opportunity to kind of call in. If you get any calls during that time, then you say, hey, listen, maybe this can be something different. And then you call Howard, and we can be able to set something up a little bit more formal. So, for the last 15 minutes of the show, we're going to be able to do that and give you an opportunity to talk about your business. So get the numbers ready to give me a call. We're going to give you about 3 minutes to talk about your business, where you are, the numbers, so forth and so on. And if you get any response, let's formalize that thing and make some things happen. You know what to do. The numbers are 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, or hit me up on the text 422-4796. Last guest was absolutely amazing. in terms of what he does. And somebody called me, somebody texted just now and said, Lord, how would you like slackness, eh? So the people text me. Say, Lord, how would you like slackness, eh? How are you going to ask the man for slack price? Excuse me. That's the forerunner to the conversation. How I can get slack. Man, listen to me. My next guest can let you understand a little bit more. This man from 8 Maroc. We going to ask you for slack things today. We going to ask you. I mean, see, Grammy tell me only 2 things can happen. You can see the yes or no. You got to ask. My granddaddy used to say, baby, you got to put the question to her. That's what he said to me. My granddaddy, pa boy, would say, baby, you got to put the question to her. How she can know how you feel about her, what you think, unless you put the question to her. So you got to ask for these things, if that's what you want. Seek, knock, ask, and it shall be granted. Let's get these things happening, man. I want to thank you so much for being able to tune in with us today. Let me give you the number one more time, 827-0111. If you feel inclined, if you're open enough to kind of dive into something, if you are one of those persons who, you know, you don't have the budget, but you do have an idea, you have a strong product, you've been doing this for some time, things haven't been looking up the way that you want, let's turn that thing around and make some things happen. Let's turn that thing around and make some things happen. I'm going to take this telephone call, and then I'm going to get into my guests. Caller, you on the line with us live, go ahead. Caller, you on the line with us live, go ahead.
Hey, good day.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
That's good. Just a little pet peeve for the bombers, for the police when they train in the morning. Could they please put on some reflector jackets?
What time they training? 4 o'clock, eh?
At 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Every morning I go into work, I almost knocking them down.
Which road this is they training on?
On right there in the front of the college.
All
but
right.
it was be like it was like almost 100 of them jogging in the morning.
My God.
And only 10 get on the reflector jacket.
Right.
And they running in the road dark, and they wearing dark colors.
And you can't see them.
No, you don't see them until the last minute.
My God.
So I figure if all of them is coming to the college know how much is coming in, then everybody should be issued a jacket.
Wow.
I mean, just a little thing they might have overlooked.
I appreciate that, my brother. We can put that out there.
All right,
Thanks so much for your telephone call. The gentleman don't want to roll over y'all and then y'all put him in jail. Pull him out the car, beat him, and then drag him to jail and say that's how you met him. Please put on your reflector jackets if you're jogging right here on University Boulevard or Thompson Boulevard. If you're jogging out here and doing those things, we want to be able to put a public service announcement. We would like to see you guys out there in reflectors. I haven't known. My producer in here telling me, yeah, Howard. So please, if all of you guys are in the road like that and you're jogging, you may be exhausted, you may slip off the sidewalk, and we don't want anything to happen. We can't see you doing that. And this road even ain't lit that well. All right, so the lights aren't even that bright. So we want to be able to see you, live and kind of graduate your cadet course. We don't want to roll over you, right? So if you could get that, or if you're out here and you want to be able to sponsor the Royal Bahamas Police Force some vests, if you bring in vests and do some stuff, give Howard a call, 827-0111. Let that be the thing that you do this year, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a guest. He and I have been talking for some time. I know him very well. He's my Good 8 Maroc people, Good 8 Maroc family. And we've been talking about, eventually coming on to a space and talking about his entrepreneurial spirit, about his commitment and service, his consultancy, and what he's been doing. Today is that day, and I'm really grateful that he's here with me. I want to be able to introduce you to my very good friend. He's an avid listener of what we do here, Quentin Outen. He's a private chef. Quentin, say good afternoon to the people.
Howard, first of all, thank you for having me. Hello, Bahamas. Thank you for having me.
Man, I'm happy to have you. You do something that's very unique. Over the years, we've been in this kind of a space where, we seek to just do what we're told. We're looking for a job and an opportunity in a space, and we get all the experience that we can, hoping for a good job in the tourism industry, hoping for a good job in the hotel. And while you did start in the hotel, you have really evolved and blossomed into something different. You're a private chef now. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, Howard, it all started, I would say, around 2009 during the recession. During the recession, lots of persons were laid off, particularly in the hotels. And I think the sector that was really affected was culinary and chefs. Mm-hmm. And that's where I started it all off as being in the hotel sector for quite some time, and back then it was very slow, so most chefs were working like 2 days a week, and so you had to try and do something to make extra income, and that's when I decided to venture out into private chef.
And you started off way back in the 90s. Talk to me about that as a chef assistant, and you move up to sous chef. Tell me about what this is in these, because we hear these terms, and the only thing many of us do is walk in the restaurant to eat, not necessarily understanding what these terms mean. So tell me about this chef assistants and your butcher position, and what is a sous chef? Tell me about that.
Actually, when I graduated from the 8 Maroc High School in 19...
Excuse me, watch me. Tell them. Say it slowly so they can
Graduated
understand.
from the 8 Maroc High School.
Well, let them know rocks are shots. Amen. Come and talk to me.
Exactly. In 1986. The speaker of our commencement ceremony was Lyndon Oscar Pinley, and his theme that night, his topic that night was very interesting. The elevator to success has broken down. You must take the stairs.
My God.
And that's how my...
You remember that?
Yes. I always
The
remember
elevator
that.
to success
has broken down.
Has broken down.
You must take the stairs.
My God.
And that's how I've always emulated my career, and that's how the chef brigade ladder has been through the years as a chef.
Just climbing.
Yes, just climbing. I started off as an apprentice for 3 years at the Bahamas Hotel Training College back then, years ago. Mm-hmm. And after the apprentice, I ventured out and I did something that most chefs wouldn't ordinarily do. I ventured out early to go work on the cruise ship.
Really?
Yes, on the cruise ship.
What cruise ship you worked on?
Back then it was called Sea Escape Scandinavian Dawn.
So you was on the Sea Escape?
Scandinavian Dawn that ventured out from the
Grand
Bahama Port to Fort Lauderdale, Port Everglades. To Port Everglades.
Really?
Yes. So I was probably one of the first chefs that worked on the cruise ship at that
That's
time.
an amazing thing, because they always look at foreign persons to kind of bring into this space. Now we're seeing more and more Bahamians kind of hop onto this and really get on the... And you know what? It has always been sort of an unspoken thing.
And I did that like 30 years ago.
It was an unspoken thing that you don't get paid well.
On that time, when I went on the cruise ship, there was only me and another Bahamian.
So just two.
He was from Nassau, and he was working in housekeeping, and I was working in culinary in the galley.
So was it this kind of an idea that they talk about, whether you don't really get paid well when you work in it? Did that change, or was it like that during that time?
During that time, Howard, I actually went there for the experience, because honestly and truly, you don't get paid well. You don't get paid well. You know what I mean? I worked with... What I went there for was the experience and to work with the cultural difference of many countries, because at that time I was working with 99 different nations, culinary, different persons from around the world.
So you
different
did something
nationalities.
different. So you were able to jump on the boat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't remember, back in the day, Sea Escape was the way that Grand Bahamians traveled to Florida, right? And then it eventually became the Discovery Sun, right? But Sea Escape was the way to go. You jump on your thing, you get your bin, you get your room, and you go over to Florida a couple hours and get right back. So were you able to just kind of do a shift and get off the boat? Or
Yes.
did you live on the boat with them?
Lived on the boat, but during the time that the boat would have docked for, let's say, about 10 hours, I would have ventured through Fort Lauderdale and also to Miami, where some of my friends would take me to Miami, and then they'd bring me back early in the morning.
How was that experience?
Yes, that experience was wonderful. I got to make a lot of friends, create a lot of friends in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and also I created a lot of friends through the chef industry, through resorts, hotels.
What make you want to be a chef?
I actually wanted to be an attorney when I was in high school.
Sir, this is far off.
Yeah, an attorney.
You did not hit the thing.
But what happens was, when I was in high school, I was in a boxing club. And God bless his soul, Mr. Heward Wiley. He was my...
Hold on, I don't know no boxing club in 8 Maroc High
Yes,
School.
back then there was a boxing club, and Mr. Heward Wiley, the late Mr. Heward Wiley, God bless his soul, he was not only the boxing coach, he was also in charge of hotel catering cookery. So I started off a hotel catering cookery at the 8 Maroc High School from the 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. I did my internship at Jacta Hotel back then in the West End. It was Jacta Hotel back then. So that's where it started off, in hotel catering cookery.
And so you fell in love with it?
I fell in love with it because, that's why I say teachers can really influence a person. I always wanted to be around Mr. Wiley because he convinced me to be a
Hotel
boxer.
catering was one of the things in school to an immature young mind, especially when young boys joined it. You started to ask questions, well, why the hell are you getting that? What's going on with you? But as we grow and learn
we realize that this is really a solid profession.
Yes,
Talk
exactly.
to me about it.
It's really I'll give you an example. People think, okay, you're a chef, you work in a hotel, you work in a restaurant. But if you think out of the box, chefs work in yachts. Chefs work in private homes. Chefs do catering. Chefs are corporate chefs for resorts, for brand resorts, for also corporations. So it's vast. It's vast.
You know what's an amazing thing to me? Island people, Bahamian people, and the sort of hope and possibility that exists within our hearts, within our chests, to say that we can do something. You come from 8 Mile Rock, and you're a private chef, and being able to do all these wonderful things. That is a wonderful journey,
yes, it
my
is,
brother. Talk
definitely.
to me about it.
And also, chef, like I said, in 2007, when I left a major resort, right? I always had this vision and dream to work on family islands. Because I never had that experience. And I said, you know what? I want to work on the family islands, because when you work on the family islands, you get to experience the essence of that island, and you also become the chef, the butcher, the pastry chef, everything encompasses it. And so I got to go to Andros and South Andros, Drake's Hill, South Andros, and I was there for about 2 years. I was in Abaco for 2 years. I was in Exuma for 2 years, and I was also in Bimini for 2 years. So
Really?
I got to work on these various islands where I actually interconnected in the communities.
Has that travel really influenced the flavors of
Yes,
your food?
yes, because for instance, even in Andros, right? Most of the people in Andros, particularly in Drake's Hill,
They say Andres is the best cooking people in the country.
they cook peas and rice with coconut milk. As it relates to people from Nassau, they don't hardly use coconut milk, but they're starting to do it now. But that's how it is. The trend is different pertaining to where you are, and so wherever I went, I had to adjust to that culture, just to the way they do things, and incorporate my style of things into it.
Really?
Yes.
So, how did you have an opportunity to be able to do anything internationally in terms of being able to go to other spaces to cause that to be influenced by your food?
Yes, chef. Yes, I was. Like I say, I'm sort of
Did he say-
well-rounded.
did he just say yes, chef?
Yeah, yes.
I am not.
Yeah, chef.
You wasted my wife.
Howard, people always say,
Go ahead, man.
you're a skinny chef. So, yes, I did a lot of stuff for the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism in the 90s. Went to New York, also went to Miami and did a Taste of Caribbean. Also did Caribbean Week in June. Did it like 4 times for the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism in the 90s. And I was doing it so much till after a while, something becomes stale and you want to freshen it up and you want to put into new blood. So when they'd asked me the 5th time, I said, chef, let's give somebody else a chance. Let's funnel it down to the younger chefs. And, because I start to create lots of avenues for opportunities and linkages in New York, where Alex Askew, he's the president of the Bahamas Culinary Alliance, the Minority Chefs Association in New York. And me and him became very great friends, and plus lots of the chef friends that are at Marriott Marquis Resort, Marriott Marquis Hotel.
Really?
Yes. So I interconnected with them, and because of them, every time I went over, I always visited them. They had me through their kitchens doing stuff and doing food tastings and other stuff like that.
Now, I want to know about some stuff. I see someone's calling in right now to be able to, I suppose they're going to ask some questions to you also. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, or you can hit me on the text 422-4796. I want to talk about some things because I want to know, especially when you start to talk about New York, that is sort of it's the ground that you go on that actually makes you into an ironclad chef. My wife, she always watched Chef Ramsay and everything that he does. And, next thing you know, she in the kitchen. We got to call her chef. Absolutely. Yes, chef. It's just crazy because that competitive environment that you're in, did that influence you in any way in terms of what you offer and how you do your things now?
Yes, it did. I was invited to the Food Network just to do a tour. Just to do a tour of the place, not to be on the show, nothing. I was invited by Chef Alex Askew to do a tour because he has connections with lots of the celebrity chefs. And I was invited to go on a tour, and I went on a tour there where they do lots of amazing things there at the Food Network. And you were able to see where they do, because the chefs, the celebrity chefs who actually do the cooking there, they don't really do the cooking. You have to persons in the background.
Oh, so they was lying to us the whole time. Okay, that's all right. That's okay.
It's a show.
We know. We understand.
You know, it's a show. So you have a team in the back there doing the food presentation, the food artists, the cake artists, all this stuff. They're doing the good stuff in the back there. Now, mind you, those celebrity chefs, they do have a background in culinary. But think of it. If you have a 1 hour cooking show.
You don't have the time.
And you have commercials in between. You certainly, like you say, you don't have the time.
You don't have the time. Yes. Let me see if I can take this quick telephone call. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. You on the line? Hello? Okay, you call back. Now, I want to know this because I want to get into what we brought you on today to talk about this kind of an idea of the spirit of entrepreneurialism, about creativity and tapping into that. In 2007, after the sort of the depression that happened, the housing crisis that actually shifted a great deal of things, this was the preparation for a lot of persons to realize that maybe I got to look at something different. A lot of persons in the hotel realized, hey, listen, I make no money. I ain't do this, I ain't do that. In 2007, you made a decision to do something through entrepreneurialism, tap into that, and get into private personal chefing. Talk to me about that process, how that worked, and where you got the inspiration from to kind of step out on your own.
Yes, basically, like I said, during the time of the recession, I would say around 2008, 2009, when I decided to leave the major resort because of the recession and because only working like 2 days out of the week, I stepped out in faith and decided to become a private chefs, like many other chefs did back then. Became private chefs. I have many chefs.
How do you know that there's a market for it? How do you even work? I mean, do you just say, hi, how you doing? When we cook for you? I mean, how does it work?
No, how it does work, right? You have for instance, you have private chefs that are private chefs in homes. They're solely for homes. Then you have chefs that are private chefs that cook for Airbnb. So what I wanted to do is tap the market of Airbnb in gated communities.
Hold up. Whoa. This is crazy. So, guys, please forgive me how I didn't know this. Airbnbs, you could actually select your private chef.
Yes, you can select
your Airbnbs.
Yes, you can select your private chef, and lots of Airbnbs like Palm Key and Port New Providence, and many other gated communities. They have Airbnb rentals, and the owners of those Airbnb, you connect with them, and they bring you on as their private chef to cook for their clients. So the clients can be there for 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month. And you cook for them, you create menus, and you interact with them.
How do you know that? Well, how do you know that there's a market? Where do you go to find these people who are looking for private chef? Do you just put your information out on, do you go to the labor board? Do you go Facebook? Where do you go to put your information out to say that you're available?
You have to go and try attend every event as possible. For instance, you have to get out. You have to go to the Rotary Club. You have to go to the Gobanas. You have to go to a nightclub. You have to go to church, go to the laundromat. You run into these various people, and then you have to figure out where these people are. Because a lot of these condo persons, they're not rich. They're sort of middle income. And then you have a lot of who are high end. Then you also have to use your LinkedIn account. You have to use Facebook and create your business cards. So you have to do various avenues you have to tap into to try to reach these persons.
So if there's an Airbnb person, because I got from the first show, we were talking to somebody who actually does a lot of cleaning for Airbnbs and other things like that. And so there are some persons out here that has Airbnbs, and they have a few. That's what the text said. They got a few Airbnbs. If you want to be able to afford a person's richer Bahamian experience, then how can they reach out to you?
Yes, they can reach out to me via my Facebook account, Quinton Ouden, or Quinton Martin.
Spell your Quinton.
Quinton, Quinton Ouden, or Quinton Martin Ouden. Yes, and also they can reach out to me via my cell phone number, or 535-9596, or my email address, Quinton Ouden.
Suppose they get the house clean now. They
Yes.
already didn't call Mr. Bullet, the house clean.
Yes.
They feel like, I want to do something nice. I want
Yes.
to do something sexy. I want to have a little party. I turn in 50 years old.
Yeah.
I want to do something. can we call on you as a private chef, as a personal chef, to come in and cook for a small party, about 50, 60 people, so forth and so on?
Yes.
Now, I ain't got no pot that could cook all these people.
No,
you
but
bring your
we-
own pot?
Yeah, well, that's what we do. Is
Oh
we
my
basically
God, you got your own pot too?
we come in and we do an assessment of your kitchen and see what it needs. Because not all kitchens are created equal, and so once we go, once we go into your I cooked in various condos.
Don't make me choke today. Okay, go ahead.
Because I went the day of. I was like, Jesus, I should have brought extra frying pan.
You
I
gotta
should
bring
brought
a
omelet.
Bunsen
I
burner
should
and
brought-
all the companies
So what I
people-
do is before meeting the client, I go a day before, introduce myself, we chit chat, and they get to know each other. And particularly when you're dealing with foreigners, they don't know you. So you have to go and introduce yourself. You meet them. They give you the money. You create a receipt, and also whilst I'm doing this stuff, I'm looking around the kitchen. I'm looking to see what's there, what I can use.
Open the fridge.
Open the drawers. Check out everything to see what's there.
One
what I
onion
need.
and half a sour.
Yeah. And so Buzz is
No salt
mostly
in the box.
it's mostly the logistics that I deal with as relates to the equipment that
So
I
you have a
need,
team that comes in with you if you need to do that?
according to amount of persons. Like if it's 50, then I'll
Do you keep this thing solely at just providing the food? Suppose I need somebody to plate the food. Suppose I need service to kind of distribute the food in there. Can you provide that service
Yes.
also?
For instance,
this is bananas,
if
sir.
there's-
You're
if there-
wilding out today.
If there's a party of, let's say,
You didn't tell me he's doing this,
if there's a party of 10, I basically do it myself. But when it ventures into like 20, 30, 40, then I bring on a server, or I bring on another cook or a chef with me. So I also create income for other chefs, also then also if I'm too busy where I'm booked out, I turn certain gigs onto other chefs. And
So
that's how
there's
we
like
work in this profession.
There's like a community amongst you.
Yes, that's
Y'all
what
got
we
a little
do.
what's up
Yeah,
group?
because sometimes you get hit up with a few jobs that you're unable to do because you're tied up for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Therefore, I give the other chefs.
But suppose
jobs.
they didn't know if these people could cook.
It's a
Is your
risk you
group?
take.
Does your group? How you get in your group? Let's Tasty Food, and then you can come in the group.
No.
Talk to me about
we
this.
have a WhatsApp group also where we connect with each other if anybody needs
These
jobs.
ain't the people who got the sappy rice. Talk to me.
No. These are professional chefs.
These professional.
Yeah, these are professional chefs, and what we do is we connect in the groups if there are many job opportunities available, and so we would reach out to our chefs first to make sure their jobs.
Suppose you
are
want to do
within
like
the-
a mariachi. They will do like a little something, like we want a Mexican flavor, or you
Yes.
want Italian, we want this or that.
Yes, as behemoth chefs, people don't realize we're very creative and very
No, I know
innovative.
that. I see that.
when it comes to culinary.
I see that in all the stuff that you guys win.
Yes.
Over the years that we've been seeing you go off to international
Yes.
spaces and really come back with the awards.
Yes.
So I know that there is a rich creativity that exists here locally. But what's blowing my mind is that there's a person out here right now sitting down trying to figure out, my God, I don't know what I can do. I don't know who I can get to cook this food for me. We have this anniversary that we selling for Mommy them. They celebrating the 50th anniversary. We want to do something nice for them. Quentin, are you saying to me that you can do this for these persons?
Yes. Howard, there's a niche market. I'll give you an example. There's a niche market. My niche market is private chef cooking and culinary consultancy. It's not catering. Catering is a little different. Catering, when you're catering for, let's say, 300 payments, right? Catering, then, if you came to me for catering, then I'd say, I'm not your guy. I'm not your chef because I don't do catering. I do private chef cooking in homes for a limited amount. Catering is for the other chefs who deal with
So
catering
you're
on a
only gonna,
mass scale.
so let's say if I want 200 people, you're not going to do the 200 people.
No, I won't take it.
No. So there's something small and intimate. If it's
Yes.
just for 60 people,
60
what's the
persons,
max?
50, yeah,
50,
20.
60 people?
Yes, it can be 50, 60. Also,
How's your
it-
prices?
down to
We-
4.
don't give me your prices. But how is it affordable? Is it something that we can afford, or are you giving us the next side of the hill? Over the hill is one way when you're getting south. But if you're getting north, tell me if you got them prices. Talk to me.
let's say, Howard, my prices are way more affordable.
That's the people calling you, by the way.
My prices are way more affordable in the consultancy area than in the private chef cooking area. I sort of bend a little bit when it comes to consultancy, but when it comes to the private chef cooking, I sort of stick with a certain price. So in the consultancy, I would go with a budget according to whoever my clientele is. If it's a very small person, when it comes to small business, my budget is lower. Middle income, my budget is higher, and high end, my budget is much higher.
Depending on the food they ask for. I
Food they
suppose.
ask for, the type of work I have to do, and what all I have to
want
do.
some lobster and some zebra and
Yes,
ostrich. If
yes,
That's what you do.
yes. Type of clientele I'm dealing with. Location also is very important.
This is a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Let's see if I can take this telephone call. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Okay, this is wild. Give me a call if you want to be able to talk today. It says, Mr. Grant, ask your chef if he ever went into the kitchen with a roach and a rat and still cook where the customers don't feel shame. Oh, listen, why did you text that? I mean, this is absolutely indecent. But go ahead, answer that question. Is there some environment? Let me think. Let's see if I can brush this up and clean it for these persons. Are there environments that you've gone in that person wants your services, but they did not have all those elements that you would need to provide them that professional service, and you still created that?
Yes, there are environments. Actually, there are kitchens, that was hot as hell, that you went into and you were like, this is so unbearable. So basically, let's say, for instance, I suggest and recommend to any chef or up-and-coming young chef, if you're going to take on a job, always ask to see the environment that you're going into. Always. Because that's what some persons take jobs and they don't know the environment they're going to. You have to be comfortable in that environment that you're going into. And you don't want to take the job and then after you've gotten in there, then you say, I'm in this hellhole. How the hell I get in there? You know?
Wow.
So it's very important to know the environment that you get into before you get into it. And so that's what I do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been very exciting. I want you to leave a couple words with us, Quentin, about that young person who wants to get into culinary, that young person who's getting into, they've been experienced in certain areas before, and they're looking at this as a potential profession that they want to kind of dive into. Leave them with some inspiring words and sort of let them understand the commitment that it takes and, you know, what they can see after this thing is done.
Yes, I will repeat again what I said earlier when I first started. The elevator to success has broken down. You must take the stairs. And you find lots of persons that come out of culinary school. It could be at UB or Johnson & Wales, CIO, wherever. You know, once they come out of culinary school, they want to become the number one chef right away. They want to make that top dollar right away. There are experiences in life that you have to take to go through those positions.
That's where the steps come in.
That's where the steps come in, from commie to apprentice chef to cooks to chef de parties to sous chefs, and according to how your resort or hotel is set up, sous chefs, executive chef, vice president, directors, you know. So it's various steps that it takes.
So even if the hotel's closed down, that doesn't mean that you should shut off any aspirations or ideas. There's still a space for you to be able to do something after you would have gone through this experience. I want to be very clear about that because I don't want these people coming in my house trying to cook me parboiled rice.
No.
I ain't into that, right?
No.
After you would have gone through these experiences, after you would have taken this sort of a steps into the next direction, sometimes it feels like there's a glass ceiling there. You've shown me, despite the glass ceiling, there's opportunity for you to kind of continue to move forward and do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about
That's why you have to, as a chef or up and coming chef, have to go through those experiences.
Yeah.
You know, very important for you to go through, because if you do not go through the experience, you're gonna hit block roads. Because if you get promoted and you're not qualified for it or ready for it, you're gonna fail. You're gonna have a panic and you're gonna fail. So you have to be qualified to get to and get those experiences. So when you get in those situations, you know what to do.
Let me take a telephone call. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hi, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, good day and good day to your guest.
Good day.
Good day. Good day.
Listen, I love the show Iron Chef America. Have you guys ever, because you say you have a group, have you guys ever thought about doing something of that? Because I think it's very entertaining. And the younger chef, too, it will help them to build their skills and so on and so forth. Have you guys ever thought of doing something like that?
Iron Chef Bahamas. Thank you so much for the telephone call.
Actually, in the 90s, you know, at Culinary Hospitality Management Institute, we had culinary competitions that were hotel chefs and resort chefs, restaurant chefs, competed against each other in culinary competitions. as hotel teams, and also individual chefs competed against each other. And like you said earlier, the Bahamas had chefs that were able to go in there for Germany and did wonderful and got bronze medals and did very well. And our chefs always go to Taste of Caribbean and have won there many times. Really? And so, yes. So we're chefs. We're chefs. We're international. We have linkages, and that's why I say we cannot just think of our Nassau centric. That's why I did my stint around the islands, and I used to work for another all-inclusive resort where I was able to work in Jamaica and train in Jamaica and did a lot of stuff around the Caribbean. Yes.
Let me take a next telephone call. Caller, on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, Howard. And,
hey, what's up, Graham?
Graham Weatherford.
What's up, Graham? All is well?
Yes, of course. I want to welcome Chef to the conceptual economy. He's arrived. We've been waiting on him and many other Bahamians. This is thousands of careers, not jobs. You know them as jobs and you pray for them as jobs, but they're called careers because he's no longer beholding to one entity that uses his skill and abuses him. He's free to fly. And I just got back from Eleuthera. There's a lady there, and she's booked out till the summer. She closed, fenced in her patio, and she's a personal chef. Now, she's never been to culinary school, but I tell you, you eat her food, you'll slap the mama. Now, she's doing what many of us should have been taught to do. She's owning, and chefs doing it too. That's why I was prompted to call. You now, chef, and my friend Eleuthera, are owning. You're owning because of the internet, the conceptual economy. I can find you, I can book you, I can come and see that you have better tasting food. Only thing missing is smell-o-vision. I could smell that before I come. But watch this. You own, chef, my friend in Eleuthera, she owns the table, the fork, the knife, the spoon. She gets everything from the experience, the culinary experience, including sitting down with a Bahamian, talking Bahamian dialect. And on the way in to her patio, you pass a little hallway where she sells her paintings and a plethora of homemade honeys, jams, you name it. She's got so much I couldn't go into it. And so we now have to finally, Howard.
Graham, let her call me also, eh? We got to talk about that.
I will have her. She could do a long distance or WhatsApp one with you. Yeah, it would blow your mind how she was down and out, and she got fired, and she was really at her bottom of her life. Now she's at the pinnacle, and I'm shocked. But Howard, we have to own our tourism industry, not work in someone else's tourism industry.
Yeah.
And so the conceptual economy, Airbnb is a part of this, by the way, it facilitates it. And you guys are finally on the right track. But let's see if they tax you out of being an entrepreneur.
You shouldn't have let it go with this kind of depression. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Thanks so much for your telephone call. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been it, man. I mean, Quentin, I want to thank you so much for being able to sit here with us today. I know that you and I started to have conversations about being able to go back to 8 Mile Rock, go back to our homestead and really be able to do something real nice there. If you're listening from Grand Bahama and you want to be able to, kind of do something, reach out to me, man, 827-0111, 827-0111, and we can be able to set something up because we're doing major stuff. We're doing some beautiful things here in the city, and we want to kind of bring that back home and to just for inspiration, motivation for those children, young persons to see that there's something that can be done. Ladies and gentlemen, to call Quentin Outen. That's Quentin, Quinton, Outen. You can check him out on Facebook or give him a call, 535-9596. That's 535-9596. Quentin Outen. And he's a personal chef. Now, don't call him if you need a cooking for 200-300 people for your wedding. That's not what he does. Talk to me, Quentin.
No, that's not what I do.
You can do something personal.
Yes, something personal.
I can let you be able to leave a few words with the persons before you go out of here.
Yes. Once again, I would like to say thank you, Howard. And I would also, like I said, when we spoke about the 8 Mile Rock High School, it's in my future plans and vision to eventually get back to the 8 Mile Rock High School and do some cooking demonstrations for those young up-and-coming chefs that's in hotel catering, because that's always my dream and vision, to go back to my old alma mater and contribute that to them.
And I love this, man. We're going to have more conversations. I'm going to bring you on again to be able to have these conversations as we move further into the future. Quinton Outen, Quinton, Outen, Outten. Check him out on Facebook or give him a call, 535-9596. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant. Guys, get your telephones ready to give me a call and tell me about your business when we get back. The numbers that you can call, 323-6232, 323-6232, or 325-4316, 325-4316, or 325-4259. We're going to talk about your business. Going to give you 2 or 3 minutes to really talk about what you do, where you are, put the numbers out there, and let's see some things turn around in your business today. This is Howard Grant with The Foundation on Small Business Thursday. We're going to take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation.
The Foundation with Howard Grant. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation.
Fidelity, we're good for you. Whether your business is in store, on the go, or both, let Fidelity work with you to maximize your customers' payment options with a fixed or mobile terminal so that you never miss a sale. It's safer than cash and more convenient so that you can take your business anywhere. For details, contact a business development officer today at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport, or visit our website at fidelitygroup.com.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 on this beautiful Thursday, Small Business Thursday. We have had a jam-packed day today, and I'm hoping that every Thursday we can be able to do the same thing. I just got a text. Someone say, now I get your vision for Small Business Thursdays. I don't know. I mean, I know that it started off a little bit choppy as we're trying to be able to formalize and what this can actually mean. But we want to carve out a time for you, for those persons who can't afford it, for those persons who've been kind of craving for it, to kind of put the information out there. Know that we can afford you an opportunity and a space to touch a significant audience. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people are listening today. They need their car cleaned. They need their hair to grow back. They need their car to get washed. They need their building to get painted. They need these things to get done. And everybody ain't gonna run to Facebook Marketplace. I can tell you this. I keep giving you this experience about Facebook Marketplace. I have been trying to sell some epoxy clear coat for at least 3 months from Facebook Marketplace. I've been trying to sell this thing, right? It's a gallon epoxy. I bought the thing for $195 from Kelly's. It was supposed to be for my, the hard coat epoxy that you put on your on the tables, and it dries up really hard, almost like glass. And you have this kind of transparent thing. I didn't use it anymore. And so I put it on there, never opened it, never touched it, never did anything, never mixed it. It's open. It's still in the plastic. And I've been trying to sell that for the longest time. Can't get it done. Now, that's only an example that I've given you about the fact that you can't always rely on the fact that Facebook is going to put that information out there. Give me a call. Make a small investment. If this is something that you believe that can be pushed, if this is something that you believe that can be sold, and some things that can be done, please Give me a call. Make a very small investment. It ain't nothing to talk about. I might as well tell you, it's a fraction of what the real cost is. They keep telling me, Howard, how long you can do this thing? How long you can have these prices? Howard, I don't like this thing. Because the fact is that this is designed for you. This is truly designed for you. And if you want to know more about it, I want you to give me a call. 827-0111, 827-0111. Just text me. Send me a WhatsApp. Send me a text, and I'll get back to you. How would I want to be a part of Small Business Thursday? I ain't got no bunch of money now. Let me know. Be like me. I ain't scared to tell you what I don't have. But I still want this service, and I want these particular things to get done. 827-0111, or you can give us a call at 302-2300, 302-2300. Now, the lines are wide open. I see your call yet to tell me about your business. 323-6232, 323-6232. If you're out there and, prom coming up, watch me, prom coming up. You're in your taxi right now, and you're kind of geeked up and excited about the fact that you got your livery plates, you got all these things, you got this big expensive Chevy that I see on the road, you're washing 78 times a day, and you're out there picking up persons, so forth and so on, but you forget about a local market. Children need to go to prom too. They need to go to these particular things. Maybe I want to carry my wife out this weekend to be able to do something. If you're in your livery plate, if you're in these particular spaces, give Howard a call. 323-6232, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4316, or 325-4259, or hit me up with a text. Let's talk about your business. Give you a few minutes to be able to get that thing done and make some things happen. If you're out there, we keep talking like this, man. And I don't want to push it like I just trying to, rip and rap, but maybe you don't understand that this is created for you. Maybe you're one of those persons, man, I don't know what I can say on the radio. I'm scared. Stop it. Were you scared when you made the investment to put those things in your place? Now the thing catching dust and you can't move it. Give us a call. Let's be able to get that thing done for you. 323-6232, 323-6232. All those persons who would have called and made some things happen with us. B5 Star was one of those persons who actually called us last week and then made a commitment. And he says to me, Howard, I got some other businesses. We're going to do all our advertisements with you. B5 Star was one of those persons who actually did that. We always thank Devonia's for being able to do something with us as we continue to move forward. We thank all those persons who've been committed to being able to do things with us as we move forward. Platinum Pastries. He can't even call me right now. All he's been selling was cakes out of the yin-yang. I'm telling you, this can change the way that people see your business. This can change the way that things are done. And this space is available and open to you to kind of do that. Let me see if I get any more text here to be able to read. A lot of persons are calling me, asking me, Howard, what is the number for those persons? Howard, what is the number for those persons who is there? What is Mr. They tell me that. What is Mr. Bullett's number? Let's give you Mr. Bullett's number again. Mr. Bullett's number is 462-7499. That's 462-7499. You can be able to reach Mr. Bullitt for all his residential and commercial professional cleaning. He does your carpet, your area rugs, your tile and grout, your upholstery, driveway, patio and decks, your roof, your window cleaners. And if you, I thought it was peculiar when he started talking about roof. But when he said roofs, I said, oh my God, right? He does roofs also. So if you have your shingles or if you have your metal roof, he can take care of that for you. He has a solution that takes care of that. Windows, car interiors and exterior, water extractions. Now, listen, this is important because, maybe your landlord or even you yourself didn't put enough money into that foundation, and you find yourself in sort of a swampy area. Every time it rains, you get these things coming into your house. Please, give him a call. He can be able to take care of that. Maybe that stench lives in there and you want to be able to get rid of that. He sanitizes. He does the entire thing also. And I want to thank Shemtech also. Shenard Sherman, he was with us a few weeks back. And he was, persons was able to, and please let me know, make sure you get because he sent me some pictures to show me that the person won their iPhone and they won their repair. So if you're out there and you want to be able to create this sort of, something to give back to those persons, please do that. Let them know that, hey, we heard you on the foundation. We're looking for our slackness. Man, tell them, no, don't play with it. Let's shoot straight with the thing. You know why? Because we are offering these things. And this is a community page, a community space where we're looking for something affordable. We want to be able to, and then what we're going to do is provide us with good service, and we can be able to carry that message for you. Ain't nothing better than good news. Now, we know that bad news travel fast, but we know that to be able to speak well about your company, you know how much places my wife carried me, I never go, never think of. They got their own little community, right? They got their little thing, right? They got their own little, oh, I heard about this place. This is very nice. Let's go out and check it out. And that is the only way I check it out. That is the only way I do that. Right? After I've been given suggestions, after I've been given these particular things, and I trust my wife's opinion. That's how we ended up where we are with the baby. My baby goes to a particular preschool, and I was based upon a community that she knew of. Right? I'm telling you, this is what it is. These are the communities that we can get, and I want that space for us here on Guardian Radio Small Business Thursday. Let's be able to get these things done and make some things happen. Guys, we're going to take this commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation. The foundation.
The Foundation with Howard Grant. We'll be back right after this.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
It's that time of year again, and Rev wants to send you and the guests to Portland for the NBA VIP All Access Experience. Rev customers can enter to win an all-expense-paid trip for two to see the Boston Celtics and the LA Clippers take on the Portland Trail Blazers March 14th to March 20th. Sign up or upgrade to Rev Trio Plus today to enter to win the NBA VIP All Access Experience to Portland. Rev, made for the game.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic, and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT. Small Business Thursdays. Get your business moving today.
With so much going on in the world today, only accepting cash at your business can be risky. Let Fidelity offer you and your customers safety, convenience, and the flexibility of a fixed or mobile terminal. Take it with you, on the move and on the go, because business should never stop. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit us at any of our branches.
Foundation. Foundation.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The Foundation with Howard Grant, 96.9 FM radio. We have 3 minutes before we get out of here. And I see that the lines are lit up. Caller, I can give you one of those minutes before we can kind of wrap up the show. Go ahead, caller. You're on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Question. When you plan to hold your first gathering?
What kind of gathering this?
Your first small business gathering.
Hey, do you know what? I thought about this. Let's do it in the summer. Let's do
Anyway,
it in June.
you could be surprised at how many people show up. Okay?
No, man, this is crazy. I thought about this, I said, I think we could do this in June.
Listen here, a place where folks, and it can probably happen like virtually too, you see?
Oh, man, I love this idea.
You know?
I appreciate it, my brother.
Hey, man, you just keep the good wake up.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, man, have a good day. All right, guys. So I got a text also just now. It says, Howard, I got a small idea for you. I think it's going to be a good one to generate a little bit of buzz of very, very small businesses who can't afford to pay for the time. How about you do a free lottery? What do you think about that, guys? Give me a text. Let me know whether or not this is something that makes sense for you. If you want to be a part of that lottery, give me a text at 827-0111. How about you do a free lottery? And the winner will get to come on with you on Thursdays for about 10 or 15 minutes. I think this is an excellent idea. We adopted it instantaneously. So if you want to be a part of that and kind of move forward to make some stuff with us, give me a text at 827-0111. And we can kind of put it there. I'll draw the name that we want to be able to, and I can bring you on next week, Thursday, so we can be able to keep a slot for you guys and make some things happen. I see the telephone. Listen, I've been so scared to answer this for the last 2 minutes. So I feel like this could be a long conversation. Let me take it quick. Caller, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds, caller. Go ahead.
No, how about
You call back.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I need your number.
827-0111. That's me.
827-0111. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, my brother. Okay, guys, so if you want to be able to call and do that, I want to thank you, man. I want to thank you, Quentin, out, and I want to thank Mr. Bodie for being able to come on. I want to thank all those persons who've committed to being able to do things with us, and I want to thank you even for your consideration to kind of do something with us for Small Business Thursday. Remember, this is all about you. This is, the corporate clients and the corporate persons, they have their budget set aside. And we know that all the funds that you have either goes into family, goes into upkeep, or goes right back into your business. So we want to create something for you. Please give me a call, 827-0111. Be a part of this lottery. Be a part of what we want to be able to do going forward right here on The Foundation with Howard Grant. Guys, I thank you for tuning in today. It's been a wonderful time. I enjoyed it. I learned a great deal. Make sure you get your carpets and rug clean. Make sure you call to do your little intimate stuff with Quentin. Make sure you can be able to reach out and get your cakes and whatnot. We're setting the whole thing up. We're getting back in for the year Jubilee to make some things happen. I thank you guys. You have an absolutely gorgeous weekend. Well, I'm sorry. Today's what? Thursday. I'm doing way too much, right? Have a beautiful day. We're going to see you tomorrow right here for Casual Fridays as we continue to be able to big up tomorrow's Tiki Fridays with Tiki Hot Byron for being able to commit to us and being able to make some things happen. We're going to see you tomorrow, guys. Stick and stay for Chivago Lang with Z Live right here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Have a beautiful day, guys.
Foundation. Foundation.